So after playing for more than 10 hours, this game exceeded all my expectations, I'm not gonna lie. Everything about this game was just perfect. I was so invested in this gem and it had me raising my eyebrows a couple of times, and I have been a super fan of Alan Wake games, and mainly the plot twists and storyline. The combat mechanics are very solid, but what got me really hooked was the storyline. So enough bragging about it, let's get into why I think that everyone should play this game and why it's getting very high review scores, storyline and narrative. As soon as you finish the intro, you will immediately get that hunch that the story will be good. I have been waiting for this game for a long time, knowing for a fact that Remedy Entertainment will deliver, and they surely did. The first installment of the game was a masterpiece, blending psychological horror game elements with action. The sequel exceeded all my expectations as it continues the story of the writer Alan Wake, who's a bestseller author, of course, in the game, who is trapped in his world, his own creation, his own imagination, and Alan tries to get out of the dark place, which feeds on his stories he wrote. Along the way, Alan Wake meets some friendly faces and really nasty ones. The game is divided between two characters, Saga Anderson. She's an FBI agent who tries to uncover the cult of the tree and their gruesome rituals, which led to numerous crimes, and to also understand her place in Alan's story. And Alan Wake, on the other hand, who's trying to get out of this world using the story he wrote. They both are trying to figure out how to stop his evil twin, Mr. Scratch, and his cult, or maybe Alan's cult, who knows. The storyline is filled with a lot of cliffhangers, plot twists, and references to many well-known shows like Twin Peaks and games like Silent Hill. Remedy Entertainment did a great job crafting something unique that is full of symbolism and metaphors while keeping true to its original. Gameplay mechanics. The game managed to create unique gameplay mechanics, blending multiple mechanics from other games into one. So for example, the inventory menu was from Resident Evil. The character movement and combat mechanics, you know, the evil within. The atmosphere and sheer amount of dread, I mean, come on. It's Silent Hill. It must be Silent Hill, no? If you're a fan of exploring, investigating, or solving puzzles with some occasional combat, then this game is for you. I would have preferred adding, more action on top, but it might lead to breaking the atmosphere and the intended narrative-driven experience. I mean, developers know better. However, the combat system is solid and relies heavily on utilizing light, which is your primary weapon, to use against the lurking shadows by focusing light on them to destroy their shields before hitting them with some bullets. Or use it as a safe zone, as they can't see you, they can't detect you when you stand in a safe haven. I would suggest always looking for the weak points to shoot at the shadows after breaking their shields. That way you are dealing critical damage without wasting bullets. If you can't find that glowing orange orb, then aim at the head, and that's it. After seeing the trailer for the first time, I asked myself, is Alan Wake gonna be an open world game? Well, no. Alan Wake 2 is not an open world game. It is a level-based game. It is designed to keep the player invested and engaged in the story and atmosphere of the game. Alan Wake 2 makes it clear that this is a survival horror game by limiting the amount of batteries scattered around the map. I mean, to be honest, I felt like it's kinda scripted. I have noticed that the game always tries to balance things out by making sure that you don't have too many batteries in your inventory. But you will have enough, don't worry about that. Another game mechanic that is very well crafted is using the Angel Lamp. It will create new paths, reveal hidden secrets, and enable Alan to alter the environment. For Saga, she can use the Mop Bucket spell that reflects the dark place. This can be used in break rooms. Graphics and visuals. Alan Wake 2 is, without a doubt, a visually stunning game. The blend of top-tier graphics and atmosphere resulted in a captivating environment that sets it apart from its predecessor and even other games in the same category. This was achieved thanks to the power of Northlight Engine, which is used in games like Control 2 and Crossfire X. If you're able to max out everything on PC and play above 60 FPS, you will be amazed by how beautiful this game looks. It is a graphically demanding game, yes, and the atmosphere and setting of Alan Wake 2 are very impressive. You might ask, how scary is Alan Wake 2? I wouldn't call playing as a scared naked old man and getting flashed by some jump scares here and there a pleasing experience, but it was a very interesting one. Character design and voice acting. The game features two primary characters, Alan Wake, a writer who has been trapped in his own created world, and Sega Anderson, an FBI agent who is trying to solve the murder case in Bright Falls. Alan Wake 2 main characters added a lot of immersion due to the realistic facial animation and movements in addition to the narrative experience. If you remember Quantum Break, then you will remember the distinctive and memorable voice of Matthew Porretta, who also participated in Control, and now he is bringing his talent to the new Alan Wake game, delivering a convincing performance and conveying a wide range of emotions with the help of capturing facial animation details that added a realistic and believable vibe to it. The secondary protagonist, Sega Anderson, brought a lot of dynamics to the story, especially when investigating other characters in the game. The facial and body animations reminds me a bit of LA Noire, and how the reactions to Anderson's questions invoked another layer of mystery and authenticity to the game. Other characters' performances did not disappoint either. I was eager to talk to every NPC in the map and learn more about what's happening, since everyone and everything feels connected and a little bit suspicious. The voice cast for Alan Wake 2 is impressive, featuring actors from diverse backgrounds and genres, combining that with motion capture technology to create memorable and lifelike characters. So in conclusion, is Alan Wake 2 worth playing? Definitely yes. Alan Wake 2 is a must play this year. In my opinion, to be honest, this is the best single player game that was released this year. I'm enjoying every bit of this game, and I want to learn more about the Dark Place and the evil twin of Alan Wake. I highly recommend this game and give it 10 out of 10. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.